Okay, Nasai Minasan. Today we're gonna talk about Kamen Rider Gocha. This is the new Rider series that is gonna take place after Kamen Rider Geats has ended. I am really excited to talk about this because the name itself, Gocha, actually create quite a lot of conversation already. Like, how do you even pronounce this? And some of the people, when they heard of this Gocha name, the first thing that they think of is Charizard. And not gonna lie, I am one of that people. And a lot of people also say that this Gocha actually reminds them of the Pokemon catchphrase like "gotta catch them all," something like that. So, or it also sounds kind of like gotcha. It's kind of like a prank kind of thing, like gotcha, something like that. So there is a lot of possibility on how this Kamen Rider story is gonna progress. And I just want to recap all of you on what we have so far in the Reiwa series. In the first Reiwa, we got 01 with the AI, and the idea of the story is it's kind of like a story between like the acceptance of AI. Is AI, does the AI deserve humans' rights, something like that? And that is the first story. The second story is Kamen Rider Saber with the book, okay, the power of book, the power of story and all those stuff. I never really watched Saber, so I'm not so sure what is the story. And the next thing is Revise, okay. The story of Revise is about the contract with the devil, and every single one of us has a devil inside our heart, and then it is all about family, something like that, okay. So that is the story of Revise. And lastly, we got Kamen Rider Geats with the story of Desire. That is, I think, I don't know what else to say, man. Like, Geats' story is all about desire and battle royale. That is it, okay. And right now we got Kamen Rider Gocha. Let us discuss what could be the theme of the series itself. My idea here is that the series is gonna be gacha theme, okay, because gacha right now currently is one of the most profitable thing in the entire world. Like, if you play Genshin, if you play Honkai Star Rail, you are feeding into the gacha market. And not only these two games, there are so many other games that is doing the gacha system as well. Fate Grand Order, a very famous game in Japan, it is going nuts. And there's also this another game about this idol group girl thing. I'm not so sure what is the name of the game, but that is also a gacha, okay. So there is a lot of gacha in Japan. And I'm not only talking about the game gacha, but we are also talking about real life gacha. So I'm not so sure whether or not you are familiar with this or not, but this is called a gachapon. And in Japan, there are hundreds and hundreds of different gachapon for you to access, for you to try and play in Japan itself. So I am not surprised if they actually choose gacha to be the next theme, because they want to keep up with the trend. And modern day, this is what the people want. And at the same time, I would say, if the gacha is, if the theme is implemented in a very clever and nice way, they can actually sell a lot. Let me tell you, a lot of toys. Because I mean, like, I think most of the revenue that Kamen Rider generates are not actually from the show itself, but they are actually generating most of their revenue from the toys that they are actually selling. And if they actually base the theme out of gacha itself, just imagine this: every single time the rider is gonna henshin, and every single time when he summon, it's kind of like the Fever Slot Rise Buckle, but this time it is the system of the belt itself. Like, he's able to summon different equipment, but depending on what he got, his equipment is gonna be different. So maybe that is gonna be the theme of the story. And imagine this to be true: they can use a single belt, and yet they are able to generate multiple armor, and they can actually sell all those stuff to different people, to the audience, to the kids who are actually watching the show. Like, not even kids, man, like young adult that is able to purchase all this stuff. They're gonna buy it like crazy. And this is totally like the The way to sell this, it is definitely plausible, but there is a big problem with this team. The big problem here is Kamen Rider Birth. Kamen Rider Birth also is a rider that is of the theme of Gachapon, if you really think about it, because of how he henshin. He will slot in a coin, you turn the wheel, and then there's a sound of tutuk, something like that, and that is the sound of Gachapon. Okay, like if you play Gachapon before, and if you know what is a Gachapon, you know exactly that the belt of Kamen Rider Birth is exactly a kind of like a smaller scale Gachapon, something like that. So I am not sure whether or not they're gonna reuse a similar idea for the belt or not, or maybe they can actually think of a better way or redesign of the belt, something like that. It is gonna be, I mean, Toei is smart, okay? I'm not trying to take their job, but they know what they are doing, so I trust them. I trust that they know what they are doing. And Kamen Rider Birth, even though I don't think this is actually the first time like Kamen Rider reuse an idea. Like even in Kamen Rider Saber, there is another rider who called Kamen Rider Blades, B-L-A-D-E-S, rather than Kamen Rider Blade. Blade is like these two riders having like a very similar name, so having a similar concept, I'm not surprised. Okay, so with that being said, let me move on to the motive of the suit. Okay, now we are talking about the theme of the story itself. The theme can be like I said, the AI, the contract, the desire, but we are not talking about the suit design yet. Okay, so right now we are gonna talk about the motive of the suit. So in 01, we are back to the grasshopper, we're back to the insect, and we're back to some animal. And then in Saber, we are going for mystical creature, we have dragon, and we have many things. And part of the motive of Kamen Rider Saber is also the armor looking like kind of like a warrior looking dude. And then in Revice, most of our design is based out of like kind of like, what is Kamen Rider Revised design, huh? I would say maybe kind of like more primal looking thing. And then we also got like the final form of Gifato Rex is kind of like a bike racer with the helmet on, something like that. But in Geats, all of the motif is animal. Okay, like all of the helmets are all animal based, so that is very straightforward. But what about Gochard? Okay, like what can his motive be? I would say I don't have any theory like this at all, but I can say what I want. I would like to see, firstly, I want to see a non-animal based suit, because we have been getting animal for the longest time, and now I'm a little bit sick and tired of it right now. So if we could actually get kind of like a maybe monster theme, we can go for like troll, we can go for goblin, we can go for elf, you know, like anything. Okay, anything fantasy monster related, because I think in Saber they only use the dragon, which is, you know, like they can definitely do more. Like if they can make Kitsune and Tycoon looks good, they can definitely make monster looks good as a rider mask as well. So that is something I really want to see. Maybe another idea that I have, which is not really an idea at all, which I would love them to come up with something original, just like Kamen Rider XZ. Kamen Rider XZ is not really based out of any existing IP or existing thing at all, so maybe something like that, it will be really amazing. But Gochard, man, like if they really want to design something gachapon based, maybe one of the idea that I have is maybe they can go even for kind of like a Gunpla looking rider, something like that, because like, how do I explain this, like Gunpla is able to like change their part or something like that, or maybe like kind of like Metabots. Yeah, like what I'm trying to say is kind of like Metabots. So that is kind of like my idea, but that is, like I said, this is not a theory, this is just something that I want. So I just want to invite all of you, if you have any desire of what type of suit you want to see in Kamen Rider Gochard, let me know in the comment section below as well. But let me move on to the color of the rider, like what should be the main color of the rider itself. So just to recap once again, Kamen Rider 01 have black and neon green, Saber have red, white and black, and Revise have blue and pink, and Kamen Rider Geats have red and white. So what would I like to see? I don't really have any idea, but if I were to say something about gacha, I would love to see a purple looking rider, okay? Because so far most of our purple looking rider are evil rider. Like when we see them in purple color, okay, this guy is a bad guy, but I just really want them to turn it upside down and make the main rider use a purple suit and he is the good guy of the story itself. Just like that, we see Buffa purple bad, we get to see like even in Oz itself, when he uses Putalocarosaurus combo, we actually get to see that he is going berserk, something like that. So I really want to see kind of like a purple good ranger, a purple rider who is actually a good guy. And I'm not talking about like a bad guy turned good guy situation, because we got quite a lot of those in the Kamen Rider series. We got Kamen Rider, I forgot his name, in Drive. Like there's this Kaiser guy who is like he used to be purple and he turns good. He's not really purple anymore, but still have a little bit thin of purple. And then we got the crocodile in Kamen Rider Birth. So there's a lot of bad purple rider, but there is not enough of good purple rider. I think the only one good purple rider so far we saw is in Kamen Rider Den-O. Like one of the form, the gun form is actually purple color, but that is not, I don't really count that, okay? But like I said, this is just what I want to see, and my theory on the theme is gacha theme, but this is just my theory, okay? So feel free to leave your thoughts and your, how do I say, your comment in the comment section below, and I'll be reading them, replying to them. Make sure we have a fun time in the comment section below, because this is a new rider series, so it is also a good opportunity for you to be someone new, okay? Like don't stir shit in the comment section below, but instead build a community. Like let us have an open-minded conversation, okay? So that is all. Hope you enjoy, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.